Hello, my lovely viewers. Today we're going to be drawing a sandwing, and it's going to look a bit like this. This is the reference photo I'm using. I drew this, but we're just going to make it a little bit more rounded. So the supplies you're going to need for this is obviously an eraser, a pencil. I'm using a mechanical pencil because it's the easiest thing for me to use. And then you're also going to need a pen. I'm using a gel Sharpie pen, and obviously paper. Now I am using a book that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's a mixed media paper, and let's just get right into it. So we have our reference photo, and what we're going to start with making, get your pencil, what we're going to start with making is a big circle like we do in pretty much every tutorial. Just like that. Now you're going to want to go like 2 fingers away. Like a dot. So this is going to be how far away it is. So I drew it a bit closer, and that's fine. It just doesn't have, you don't want it to be like right up next to it. So now that we're here, what you want to start with is you want to come right here and erase. Okay, and you should leave a little indent here. Okay, so now you want to start by making the horn. That. And then over, just a little bit, and down. Down. Just like this. Up. Just like this. And see, they have 3 curves, 1, 2, and then 3. So I don't know if, yeah, anyway, this is our, so we have this part down so far. I'm sorry about that. Someone walked in and I had to pause it, but you guys don't care. So next we are going to want to come about half, like a little bit, maybe like a little square worth down, just the slightest bit, like, you know. So next, also please excuse my ugly and long nails. I'm sorry about that. Next, you're gonna wanna go down like this. This is just a sketch. You can afford to make mistakes. And then you're gonna wanna go up and stop. Just like this. Now, sandwings have this kind of line type thing here. And then they go up, and it's like a little spike. So next, I'm gonna make this really nice and pointy ear, because that's what sandwings have. Something kind of like this. I know the one in the reference photo is so much better, so we're just gonna try to replicate it. It's a simple hand movement. I don't know why I can't get it. Okay, so you have your ear. And these sandwing horns are really, really easy to draw, but we're gonna draw those last. So for now, just draw a little hiccup is what I'm gonna call it. And I hope this doesn't take as much time as my rainwing tutorial, because that took like 20 minutes, and I don't want it to take this long. So, from here, you want to go up till you meet this circle, and then there should be a little hiccup up into like an eyebrow type thing. But then from there it has another like little bump, and you just stop. So from here you want to go down a bit with the little eyebrow ridge. And like that. But round it out a lot more, like what I'm about to do. So what I'm gonna do is erase. And they technically aren't supposed to have eyebrow ridges, so, but it looks like an eyebrow ridge, but it isn't. So technically it shouldn't be called an eyebrow ridge, but it's fine. So now you have this. It can be narrow, it can be tall. Every dragon is different. So, but they also have the sail that we're gonna do in a second after the horn, or at least the first horn. And honestly, Sandwing horns are a bit dull. But what you're gonna want is you're gonna have this. You just make it pointy, look at the reference photo. I made this one longer because I like longer horns. I think they look more elegant. And now this, I think this is just like a pattern. You can just, you don't have, the pattern is kind of weird, but just, that's the pattern they have. Here it's a bit more straight, but you can glide it. I'm gonna go with the straighter one, but hey, it's really up to you. Now for the eye, you might be like, oh, it's just an eyeball. No, it's part of the eye. So my pencil just broke. Sandwings have kind of a death glare is what I like to call it. A death glare, because that's what it looks like. So, but they also have kind of this shaded part of their eye that I really like. And it wings out a whole bunch. Like in the reference photo, it wings out. So this is going to be your base eye shape, and you're going to want to curve in for the sandwing, and then a circle with another circle in it. Fill that circle in, and then fill the rest of the eye in. I don't like that much white in my eyes, in the sandwing eyes, but it's really, truly up to you what you like. Now, if you're trying to make Sunny, you're not going to want to do this type of eye. And I'm not going to tell you what eye to do for Sunny, but if you've read book 1, it gives you a pretty solid description of Sunny and how she has the gray eyes. And this is a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear it, just don't listen. She has the gray eyes because she's part Nightwing. And they reveal that later in The Brightest Night, but tell me if I'm wrong. Next we're going to go with the sail, which is pretty much just a bunch of squiggly lines. And I like to go down the back, and now you see I made it far too close, so maybe don't do what I just did. Anyway, to figure out how to do the neck, you're just going to want to come here and then go down like that, and then about here. And I don't have a Sandwing reference photo that's already colored. This is, oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is my reference photo. But I also have a reference photo up here that I was also using when I made my reference photo. But anyway, the sails have a bunch of little lines, which I'm just going to make now. And this kind of looks like Quibbly. I mean, duh, Lavender, he's a Sandwing. Yeah, but that's different. So it kind of does look like Quibbly, but whatever. So next, from the reference photo, we're just gonna finish making these lines so that Sandwings have, and now we're gonna go ahead and make the next horn, which is gonna be not as long, but yeah. So there you go with that. Now here they have this like this type of thing, and it's kind of like that, and then you just. So this is what you have. And now finishing up the face, I'm gonna make this go a bit longer, add a few scales here. Add 1 or 2 scales in the little spike here. And then we're gonna move on to the neck. Now for the neck, there's just that. And we're gonna kind of copy the sail here. And we're just gonna have randomized lines. They can be any size. They can be really tiny, they can be really large. Like I said, y'all know every dragon is different. So the stomach is done. Now these scales are really hard for me. I don't know why, but they just are. So you have this, and it's just like that, right? Okay, so now here, we just want to do pretty much the exact same thing, except bigger. And in the end, should get something a little bit like this. Now I know the scales are not perfect, but I really suck at scales. So you can do your scales however you would like, however you think it would look good. Now I'm going to pen this real quick, and then I will get back to y'all. See you in a second. I really like how this dragon has a warm smile and some really nice eyes. I don't know how I'm going to do the lines inside the sail. Almost done. Okay guys, we're all done. Now I'm just going to let it dry because it will smear. But then you're going to want to get your eraser ready because we are about to erase. Okay guys, I think it is dry enough. I'm going to erase and then get back to you. See you in a second. Okay guys, so I finished erasing and I'm going to color it before I show you guys. So I will see y'all in a second. Happiness. Also, I'm sorry about showing you that one part that I had already colored. I accidentally pressed the unpause button. And also, I'm using watercolor for this. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm done coloring, and this is our final product. And, I did watercolor, and I don't really have a bunch of good colors for Sandwing, so this is pretty much the best I could do. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. I really hope you enjoyed, and I just really hope y'all, I hope y'all had a good outcome with your Sandwing. Bye, guys.